Okay, welcome everyone. This is going to be a step-by-step tutorial on how to use the Sketch Studio. So first and foremost, if you don't have an account, you will have to make an account. It's free to join. All you need is an email and a password. If you already have an account, or once you create your account, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Create and you're gonna head over to Sketch Studio. This is where you bring all your design ideas to life. You don't need any prior experience. It's very user-friendly, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. So the key to using this is you want to write out a long, detailed design description. The longer, the better, and I cannot stress it enough. Over here, we notice that there is a word count. So if we type words, it's going to count the words for us. You want to make sure that this turns green, and then you know you have enough words. Okay, so if you make this too short or too vague, Studio 24 is going to have a hard time understanding what you're trying to create. The longer and the more detailed, the better of a sketch you are going to receive. Over to the right over here, I am using ChatGPT to help me with my design description. So if you are not good with your words, writing, terminology, if you have a hard time explaining fabrics or silhouettes, you can use ChatGPT to help you write out a super detailed and long design description. Okay, so I am going to copy this down here. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this and I'm going to paste it in the design details. This is going to be a ivory dress, and I'm going to make it a jersey knit, and I'm going to make it bodycon. Once you enter in all of the details, you're going to scroll down, okay? And there is a section right here where you can enter and drop images for reference images or inspo images. I'm not going to do that for this example, but just know that that is an example that's there as an option if you want to add images. Also too, notice that I'm doing a clothing example, but you can also do shoes and handbags. This like what I'm explaining, the process applies to shoes and handbags and clothing. It's all the same process. So you can take what we're doing here and apply it to shoes or handbags. It doesn't matter which one you're creating, it's all the same process. So once you scroll down, what you're going to do is you're going to press generate sketch, and there is basically the tutorial for the Sketch Studio. So this takes about 30 to 60 seconds to generate. So we're gonna wait a little bit longer for this to generate, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like once it's generated. Just a little bit longer. These are some examples too that we have done in the past. This is a bridal. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now this is an example. We have put in our design description that we have made on ChatGPT, and it gave us back this beautiful mini dress. So if you scroll down, there are a couple buttons for you to click, and one of them is edit design. If there is something that you do not like about the design, whether it's the silhouette, the color, the fabric, the neckline, whatever it is, you can press edit design and type in all of your edits here, press generate, and it will generate a brand new design, a revised version based off of the words you entered. Now there's also create tech pack. If you press this button, it's going to auto analyze what you're creating. So this is saying that you're making a mini dress, which is accurate. And then there are a bunch of questions that it's going to ask you. I am going to kind of skim through this. Obviously take your time with this part, but it's going to ask you questions about the fit and the sizing, and if it's solid or a pattern. Then you can enter in all of the sizes that you plan to create for this. Then you press generate tech pack. This takes about also 30 seconds, and this is going to generate your flat lays. It's going to generate your production notes, construction notes, your measurements, your sizing, everything that you need to send to a manufacturer. If you don't know what a tech pack is, it's a document that you send to your manufacturer that has all of the details of your garment so that they can make a sample for you. So here we have measurements, we have construction, fabric notes, bill of materials, production, and you have your sketch here. This has auto-generated the callouts. Callouts are basically things that you want your manufacturer to pay attention to. You can delete them, and you can also add callouts. It has the back view, of course, and then it's going to generate your flat lays, your technical drawings, which your manufacturer will also need from you. This takes a little bit longer. Also too, everything in the tech pack is editable. So if you want to edit any single page, you can edit any page. You can download it, you can send it to your manufacturer. Once you press this button, it's going to pull up your email app, your mail app, and it's going to basically download it and put it in the mail. Okay, so here are the flat lays. And so that concludes the tech pack. Also, there are different buttons down here. First and foremost too, there is a button called Publish to Community. If you press this button and press Publish, it's going to put your design into the community page. Now, everything that you create inside your account is 100% private. Nobody can view it unless you publish it to the community, which then people can then see what you're creating. So these are some of the things that we have created on this website as well. Also, if you go to history, that is where all of your images and your sketches live. So you can go back here and view everything that you have made in the past. But yeah, that is pretty much the full tutorial for the Sketch Studio. Also, if you scroll down, there is something called the production roadmap, where if you are someone that's kind of confused or new and doesn't know what to do after you create your sketch, you can scroll down, and here it'll basically tell you and walk you through all the steps you need to do after you create your sketch, right? So you're gonna have to make a tech pack, which is right here. We made a tech pack. Select a manufacturer. The manufacturers are in here. So this page right here is going to tell you different terminology, tips. It also has a list of manufacturers to choose from, a checklist, all of that good stuff. And then you have to develop your initial prototype, and so on and so forth. So yes, that concludes the tutorial for the Sketch Studio.